Let's start off with a joke. I got one. Give me that. What's the difference between Pakistan and a pancake? I don't know any pancakes that were nuked by India. What, too soon?
Let's go!
This is it.
We finally have content for our anime podcast, everybody. Conflict between nuclear powers.
Are you rooting for which one are you rooting for? Are you rooting for India or Muslim India? I'm gonna be honest. Muslim India has a better flag.
Are you?
So
do I root for annoying India or angry India? You know, I'm not sure. Do I root for dirty India or for scary India? I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's such a tough choice.
I feel like between the two, if I went up to a food stall, I'd rather have it be dirty than scary.
Is the gym dirty or scary? It's a good gym, sir. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well. What can you do? It's a good thing. There's a non-zero chance because this is so. This conflict is isolated in such a small area, relatively speaking, at a global scale. If everything goes to shit, they launch between the two of them probably 300 weapons in their nuclear arsenal, right? They launch them all at each other. We're probably the last people on Earth still rolling. We might be the ones that get to fucking play us out. We might be the last recorded instance of human existence.
We're
on
probably,
Earth, and I think that's appropriate.
Exactly on the opposite side. Yeah, we're going to be the last. We're going to be the orchestra on the Titan. Did you already say that? The orchestra on the Titan.
No, you can have it. It's yours. Okay. You sound really educated right now.
Yeah. Do you know that they can play the instruments?
Holy fucking shit! That's so epic. It's
Even
just
though there was
like
so much else to do. They did that instead.
It's just like in Harry Potter when all of the armor came to life to protect the school when they had the final confrontation there. I have a new favorite.
Thing. Yeah.
I have a new favorite child comment of all time. You know how you'll see a YouTube comment that's from a child?
Are you still? You need to turn off your blown out settings, your clipping settings.
Oh, am I clipping that?
It was fun, but you're not just insanely loud.
Hold on.
Need to bring it.
What about right here? Is this good?
That's great. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I have a new favorite child comment of all time, which is when you see like a message somewhere where you're like, this must have been from a 10-year-old, right?
Happy D. Yeah, of course.
So I've got one. This is on. I was running the other day, and as I've established in recent times, sometimes I'll just put scenes on from things while I'm running now. Last time I was talking about how I was just listening to the Ride of the Rohirrim from Lord of the Rings. The thing I was listening to this time was Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist killing Envy. which is a very iconic scene from the show. And the top comment was so goddamn funny. So the Roy Mustang, he is the flame alchemist, and he just incinerates this creature. And the top comment was from, I'm gonna just dox him, Broden4838 from 1 year ago. Broden. I could imagine Mustang doing the same thing to Bellatrix from Harry Potter and to Zula from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh my god!
And I don't know what this means. So what does this comment mean? But
those are bad guys. I don't. That could be a 30-year-old woman. I'm not sure about that one.
Put yourself into the headspace of somebody who types this. I've never been drunk enough to type this.
I don't know if I've ever been kid enough to type that.
I don't know what it means. It's subsonic fan levels of understanding of narrative fiction. It's
Yeah,
I just really loved it.
That's your brain on pure fandom. That's great.
That's exactly what it is. It's so distilled
Yeah.
fan of things where like you can't process emotions outside of the context of media. You're like, you no longer are able to imagine what it is to just be angry at someone. You're referencing what other people have been angry. I guess that's just autism, probably, right? Like that's probably just what autism is.
Just like, who else could you do this to? I don't know.
Yeah, who else have people been very angry about? Azula also a weird pick, by the way, because like Azula, like, yeah, she's like evil, but she's also like 13, and like it's not like she killed anybody that's like terribly important to the main cast of Avatar.
Wait, this
I
is
don't know
Avatar
why.
The Last Airbender or Avatar?
Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
She is Prince Zuko's sister.
Oh, that
who
one.
is
I
evil?
remember.
She is very evil.
Yeah,
but she also, does she deserve to be reduced to a pile of ash? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think the show gives you that, but I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's all old media. That's got to be like it's got to be a super autistic person in their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to run this comment by you before I submitted it, just to make sure it wasn't stupid. So I'm glad that I could delete this now. I'm glad that it is stupid. Haha, it's very funny that somebody else typed this up. And now I won't be submitting because that would be very silly. That would be very silly.
Comment. No, it's I think whoever made that's cool.
Okay, cool. Well, it's especially cool. So I'm gonna go let my cat out real quick. He's right here.
Yeah, set him free.
Fuck up the neighbor cat. Go. Okay. My cat has a notch in his ear now. Not a big one.
Not sure what happened.
Not a big one, but he came home with like it was a really dark scab on his ear, and he must have got himself into a tussle with another cat or something. He's got like a tiny little notch in his ear now. You wouldn't even really notice it unless you're his dad, which I am.
Yes.
And because he's my son, and I like to think he won that fight, but I mean, kind of
you win every fight that you survive. That's what I always say.
That's some 8th MS team shit.
Children reminded me that I wasn't sure if this was funny enough to bring up on the podcast, but I was making myself laugh the other day. I just kept imagining myself like hanging out in like a school playground, and I just like pop out from behind a corner, and I just like have like a novelty large lollipop. And I start hitting the kids in the head with it, and I start doing the, why you out here without your shit? How come you out here playing without your shit? And I just have like a giant nerds rope, and I emerge from the wood chips, and I start hitting the children, and I go, how you out here playing without your shit?
It part 3 sounds awesome. This is the Spike Lee adaptation of It that we all have been waiting for.
Yeah. Boom, you did. You ain't got your shit on
here. I had my opportunity. So obviously, recently,
lost the top of his ears to frostbite. It must have been cold as shit. I thought,
poor kitty. Jesus Christ.
Stay toasty.
Putting your cat inside.
I think it's probably before he got him.
Whoever had the cat before him. But anyway, so recently I was a hero. I'm sure you remember.
I remember, yeah.
This was I emerged from a situation with everybody literally clapping. People clapping at my success as I went into the face of adversity and came out of the other side victorious. I basically benefited from somebody else's suffering, which I learned a lot from. But I got robbed this weekend. I almost had round 2. I was on a shoot.
Yeah. Hello. I don't know what happened to him. Discord connection's fine. My connection to YouTube's fine. It's definitely on his end. Whatever happened. It's It's got to stay a secret. He interfered in some kind of operation. Yeah, the cat says it was a kitten. He just wouldn't come home sometimes. Seasons be damned. Damn. That's brutal. What happened to my fucking co-host? We haven't even started talking about the anime yet. All right, let me tell you what happened to me. I have been driving without a valid...
Whoa. What happened?
Dude, you've been gone for 2 minutes. Have you been talking that whole time?
Yeah, I think you've been gone for 2 minutes.
No, I'm the one streaming, remember?
What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
You were blank.
Here. Oh.
You just cut out completely.
Oh, man.
For like at least 90 seconds.
All right, well, I really had put on...
I don't know what happened at all.
I was killing with this story. Okay, well,
Sorry.
so you're aware of the fact that I'm a hero.
Yeah.
I will always be a hero. Nobody can take that away from me.
Yes, they stole the second one from you.
Almost could have been a double hero.
Hero.
I'm on location for a shoot. It's a down period during the day. Yeah. Somebody says, "I think this lady's having a stroke." I spring to action and get my phone.
That maybe all these things are happening because of you.
We're gonna get there.
Okay. All right.
But I spring to action. I heroically pull out my phone, and with all of the fortitude I have, I dial 911, which I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Most people don't know. That's the emergency number. And a lot of people freeze in that situation.
Luckily,
but
I've memorized the local emergency number.
Again, it's like, oh, what do we do? I'm like, I'm already fucking 4 steps ahead of everybody there. One of these
stories is just, there's so many branching paths as to which Curb Your Enthusiasm type of episode it could be. Like, you could start purposefully being around accidents so that you be the guy who calls 911, you know?
No, I'm karmically causing them around me. I've done...
Yeah, you whip out your phone and everyone's like, hiya!
The thing is that it's going to work its way up until a point where it's like something really serious, like somebody's going to pull a gun, and I'm going to be in that moment of like, really, I have to dive on this guy who's a gun? That seems really
yeah.
Really
or it's
bad.
Gonna be like some guy explaining to the cops, like, yeah, and then that fucking guy took like way too long to pull out his phone and call 911. It was like at least 4 or 5 seconds, and you're like, God damn, I lost it.
We lost another one. Yeah. So I heroically pull out 911 to call the ambulance, and somebody else had already gotten through. So they're like, "Oh yeah, we're already in communication with someone there."
And you slowly put your phone away and you walk away and you go, "If you ride like lightning, you're gonna crash like thunder." Head down.
And no, I still had to do things, but I don't even get credit for it. I don't get the glory. No, what happened was that it was a lady who was in way over her head. And she like got through to 911 and then froze. And she was like 20, 30 feet away from everything that was going on. And she was like calling over to people and being like, "Is this happening? No, this isn't happening." You know, and I'm like, lady, you need to go over there. So you don't. I've been. Hey, I'm a veteran. I've been here. Yeah. I've been into shit. You need to get over there and identify what's going on. And she's like, "Oh, okay, sure." And then I guide her over there. I show her the way over to the incidents going on.
Ghost her over. You're like, here. Like,
God damn it! By the time I get over there, the lady who's having an incident, inconsiderate fucking bitch, is already better. she's already being like, she's like, "Oh my God, did I pass out? Oh no!
I'm sure the
I'm
operator.
Sorry, everyone.
99% of 911 calls, I'm sure, are just like, "Oh, she's fine. Never mind. She's okay."
So I get over there. Not only is she already better, but there's also 2 people on the scene. Like, "Hey, it's okay. I'm a doctor. I deal with respiratory illness. We've got this covered." And I'm like, "Son of a bitch, I'm not even..."
He's like, "Can you breathe, ma'am?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can breathe." And he's like, "Well, I'm out of ideas."
That's a good all in a day's work. It's not enough that I didn't get there first. I'm also only between the 3 people there, myself and the 2 respiratory experts. I'm only the second most qualified one.
Right.
And so I kind of stood there uselessly. And they ended up there were enough of her family members there that I didn't even get to support her to go over to sit and wait for the ambulance to get there. They did it. Her family did it. I didn't carry her. I didn't get to 911 first. I wasn't the one diagnosing everything going on.
You got to stand around and you just like you can't leave because like you feel like you shouldn't leave. You gotta pretend you see someone in the distance.
I was lingering.
Yeah,
I was lingering.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, I was lingering, and I was communicating with the uppermost people of importance there about the situation and keeping them apprised of everything with authority, of course. I was being like
you're directing traffic, even though she's on the sidewalk.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing anything I could to make myself the center of attention.
You're lighting flares.
And I did have a few people thank me, but it wasn't the same. It didn't hit the same.
No.
I'm going to be chasing that for the rest of my life. I'm going to have to be out there in traffic causing accidents so that I can get that rush again of being everybody's fucking here. Yeah, oh, God. Yeah, that was it could have been something really, really special, but instead it just ended up being nothing. And then my neighbor's cat died. That was another. So I
you just can't say
it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong here, man. How are you?
All right. Yeah. What's going on with me? I was saying while you had been disappeared for sharing secrets, I was talking about how I've been driving with an expired registration for a year, and they finally got me.
No shit.
They got me.
The ticket?
Yeah.
What they got you for? $300?
There's no price on it. I think that's decided after you.
Oh, you have to go to court. Are you gonna plea, or what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be.
I'm gonna be out of town, so yeah, I got to plead guilty. I think.
You should just appeal. You should appeal it all the way up to the top.
Yeah, all the way up to the.
I'll represent you. I got you.
You could probably pass the bar, honestly. Like, yeah, it can't be that hard.
Yeah, really.
Get it in like Wyoming. I don't know if it has like a reciprocal thing with New York, but there's got to be something we can figure out.
You're going out of town?
Yeah, I'm going to Florida. Remember?
Oh yes, okay. Yeah.
Although I think you can plead not guilty before the court date too, but I'm not gonna. Does anyone plead not guilty?
You know what you did? You know what you did? You understood the risk. You took the risk, and you're paying the price. That's a good citizen right there. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get fucked. They're gonna get you for like $500, dog.
Nah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They're gonna make an example out of you. They're gonna send you to Alcatraz. They're reopening it. You're the first one in the door.
That'd be kind of. I mean, like, I bet the first guys in Alcatraz, like, it is going to be kind of like a fun, like, where, like, because it is literally a tourist, it is a tourist destination. Yeah. They're going to be like, we're in Alcatraz, it's like,
yeah, it's like a Christian summer camp.
Day. Yeah, it's like like a recess day.
That'd be pretty tight.
Yeah.
I went and saw the biggest movie of the year. I went and saw the movie Sinners. The new Ryan Coogler movie. Now, I had seen one of Ryan Coogler's previous movies. I had seen his Black Panther, which I did not like.
Is there another one?
No, he made both of the Black Panther movies. Yeah. I saw the movie that was called Black Panther. I didn't like it. I thought it was underwritten, and just kind of generic. There's like a couple of good scenes in there. But I saw trailers for this new Sinners movie, and I'm like, this movie looks like it's going to be pretty entertaining. This looks like it's going to be a pretty fun go. Mm-hmm. I went and saw it in IMAX. It was shot for at least some of it in IMAX, and everybody in the theater loved it. It was a hit. It was everybody in the theater was having a great time, and I walked out of the movie theater thinking, that was fine. That was fine. I was underwhelmed by Sinners. I guess I might just be wrong on this one, but I was not impressed with the movie. Do you know anything about the film at all?
Yeah. I know.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of the movie is this establishing it's two brothers come back into town in Mississippi, Podunk, Mississippi, after years away, being in the war, being involved with the mob. They come back into town with money. They're going to open a juke joint to play music in their hometown. And everything surrounding these guys going around and assembling the crew to make this juke joint is actually pretty entertaining, fun stuff. And then every other aspect of the movie is half-baked and kind of, in my opinion, not given enough time to be genuinely interesting. It's doing a lot of different things. It's like a musical drama comedy horror film, and it does like all of those things like 60% of the way. Whereas if it had focused in on like 2 of those things, it might have been able to get it there to all of them being satisfying. I just left the theater a little unsatisfied with the movie, but everybody else fucking really loves it. Except for my friend who I saw it with, who hated it, who even more than I thought it was fine. He fucking despised it. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm glad that they're making interesting movies for like $80 million, which I know is like, how desperate does that sound? Where they're like, yeah, they're giving a guy who made one of the most successful Marvel movies $80 million to do an original thing. That sounds extremely desperate. But I'm still excited that people are doing stuff like this. It would be a way better movie if it was $5 million. I'll tell you. If they had like no money to make this bitch, I think this movie could have been kind of sick. Because like the best feeling stuff about it is when it feels like a 70s grindhouse movie or like a 70s low budget horror film, but instead it costs 20 times as much as it should. So. I don't know. I thought it was okay. But people are really high on it. So, what do I know? I'm just a guy.
You're just a guy who saves people from.
I'm just a guy. Who's a hero? Just a hero. Have I seen anything else?
I don't know.
What have I seen? I rewatched Ford v Ferrari with my friend who was in town.
Yeah.
Which I still enjoyed and thought was good. That's really it, man. I've just been working a whole lot about stuff I can't talk about. So getting nominated for major awards, it's like no big thing. No big
saving
deal.
Lives, getting
NBD.
Awards. Not for saving the lives, but still getting awards.
Yeah, we take what we can get, right? If you let's just say it's one of the letters an EGOT. And let's just say that I have the 7th highest credit on this movie. So, anyway,
we're in the money.
Anything else, buddy?
No, I've just been doing like gardening stuff, but I can't do any gardening stuff because it rains too much. And then for some reason, I was like walking around out back behind my house, and like I was thinking about like since it's like all humid and wet, I was like, maybe I will see a mushroom, and then I didn't. Which is fine. I'm not mad. But then it started annoying me because every time I'd be out there, I'd be like, I realized I've never seen a single mushroom in my entire. I have a lot of property out here, and I don't even want to eat them or forage for them because they'll just kill you, and you have to be a fucking
You just want to
expert.
know that they're there.
It's like every other time I've been in the woods, there's like mushrooms. You see them occasionally. I've been walking out there
with them
every fucking day, and I have not seen a single. Since I've lived here, I realized I have not seen a single mushroom. So now it's bothering me. I just want to see one. So every day I go outside and I walk around the whole length of the whole place. I try to see one. Haven't seen one yet.
Damn, how fucking cursed is the land that you live on where mushrooms won't even grow there?
It's nothing but invasive bush honeysuckle and and that's it. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like your ancestors would hear it's raining every day and be like, holy fucking shit, we've made it. We live on fertile ground. Mm-hmm. There's rain to fill the soil, and we're going to have a good harvest. And little do they know, you can't even get a shiitake, let alone a wood ear.
No chanterelles, no.
Absolutely not. That is... have you dug and seen if there are like Indian bones on the ground that you live on?
No,
that's
a whole bunch of rocks. What I did find, though, this is actually what I've been most excited about, is this whole time I've been gardening, I've been trying to grow my own garlic, which failed last year. Looks like it's failing this year. They're not really coming back up after the winter. I probably didn't bury them deep enough. But I was walking around, and behind my woodshed out back, I realized there is an enormous, gigantic fucking patch of wild garlic. It's just growing.
Yo, so sick.
Like hundreds and hundreds. Now it's not actual, it's not the same as like cultivated garlic. It's called Canadian garlic, which means that it's just it's the shape of it looks exactly like a green onion, but it's garlic.
Yeah.
So it's not a bulb, like a head of garlic, but there's just a shit ton of them.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know what to do with them now.
You should turn into garlic like into some sort of paste and put it on stuff.
Yeah,
that
like
sounds
some sort of powder or like
get you a pestle. Get your pestle out and get to work, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I
would you want? Would you?
I ate a bunch of it, and I was like, I made totally sure that I knew what species it was. Like, there's very little that like smells and tastes like garlic that is not some type of garlic. But I think just coincidentally, after I ate a bunch of it, I had this stomach issue where I just felt extremely bloated for a week, and also I've been getting nosebleeds, and I'm sure all three of these things are a coincidence, but it's like now I'm like, oh man. And also I can't figure out what's wrong, because I'm pretty sure if you Google bloating and nosebleeds, it'll just tell you you're on your period, which is not. I already know I'm on my period, obviously, but I'm probably just gonna collect a ton of that and like.
Is this called meadow garlic or Canadian garlic? Interesting.
Canadian.
Do you want my parents to just come around and tell you what to do? Because my parents are like, I mean, on top of having their years and years and years of practical experience with work, I swear to God, my mom's just a genius when it comes to this shit. Like, she just has some sort of innate ability to know exactly what you have to do to fix whatever the issues you're having with your garlic. You said you didn't bury it deep enough.
Yeah, I mean that's not that big of a deal. I think I think I'm gonna be doing all right. I got all my seedlings are coming up. I'm preparing my garden beds. It should be fine. I planted like 150 regular size onions too, like a week ago. Those are coming up.
That's gonna be a lot of onion, dog.
Well, the thing is, I bought you can plant onions you can grow them from seed, or you can just buy like tiny little tiny onions.
Sure.
And grow those. And when I was looking into how to do it, every comment I saw was like, oh, definitely just use onion sets. Those are the tiny bulbs. Just do onion sets. It's way easier. You put them straight in the ground. It's it's no hassle. Like, universally, I saw that and I was like, all right. So I bought all these onion sets and planted them. And then I was looking something up again, like something to do with them, some kind of maintenance. And all I saw was, if you try to grow them from sets, they're all just going to bolt and go to flower, and they're not going to actually grow bulbs, and then they'll all just die. And it doesn't work at all. So maybe they just won't work. I don't know.
What's the worst that can happen? You just waste a bunch of money on
that shit on
hybrid
seeds. Yeah. Also,
where are you going?
Coming this week.
Are you going out to like garden centers to buy these? Are you having these delivered?
Yeah, just off Amazon. Or a lot of my seeds I got from this seed website. They're super cheap, but you just get shit off Amazon.
You said you have your bees coming. Have you gotten your home set up for them yet? They're the hives.
Not quite. I just need to. I cleared out the area, so I just need to kind of like put some gravel down and put some cinder blocks there. And I should probably clear out the bushes around there so they get more sunlight. But yeah, that's like
hell yeah.
In a few days.
That rules. You are in full blown fucking just making backwater fucking moonshine right now. Like you have everything you need to make some like crab apple moonshine.
Oh, I've definitely
or something.
Yeah, it's like it's just the thing is that it's just not. It's just impossible for it to be like cost effective. You just like buy. It's the only thing keeping me from doing it is that vodka is $20. And
if you're buying the good stuff, I can go way cheaper than $20.
Well, I mean,
I'll give you enough vodka to kill yourself for $10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's like I can definitely get some 50-gallon drums and just fill them up with corn or whatever. Make a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just make an explosive situation in your cellar.
Yeah.
Just why not? Um, I don't got nothing else.
I'll tell you what we got.
Got
the
Japan
best
animation
season ever. Yeah.
It continues. It continues.
It is continuing.
So what have been the highlights so far? What's been the highlights? We've had really
we had
good.
We had Demon Show. That was cool.
Yes, we had a new Demon Slayer, but this time it's more epicer.
Yes.
And
it's probably nothing like Demon Slayer. Like, but I just remember they do slay demons in it. So that's
his sister is a demon. He has got to kill her, which is not at all what Demon Slayer is. Because I think in Demon Slayer, his sister is a demon. He's got to protect her. So it's kind of the opposite of Demon Slayer,
but
which is why it's sweet.
But also similar. We have the Ballpark Beer Girl show,
which is obviously anime of the season, which is incredible considering the fact that we also have the new Anne of Green Gables adaptation, which is, of course, as everybody expected, Anne of Green Gables adaptation, one of the best things that's come out in a long time. In a season that has a show written by Hideaki Anno, and also has there's another show with the creative team behind Cowboy Bebop. The best thing is an adaptation of a book that came out in 1883.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it, big dog. Let's get in there.
Okay, the first show is, let me find it here, Kowloon Generic Romance, which is a crazy title. This is a manga by Jun Mayuzuki, who did After the Rain. You might remember, maybe you don't. That was
I don't off the top of my head.
It was a romance with a girl who looked like this.
Okay.
Not quite as perky though. They really perked her up. This one's Arvo Animation. Hey Arvo, fuck yourself, pal. No, it's good. It looks good.
I like her big naturals.
Yeah, I like her huge pointy tits. Yeah, it's late. It's what is? It's like it starts off like a slice of life show, but it's set in Kowloon 2 because the first one was so nice they had to make it twice.
What the fuck is this? What is happening?
This one's hard to explain. Because it's like first it's like okay, it's just like because it would be a good idea to just have like it is just like a straightforward romance, but it just has this strange backdrop. But then it turns out not to be a backdrop, and there is just like weird shit going on, and it probably has something to do with the fact that they're in this weird experimental, super compact city based off of Kowloon Walled City. I don't know.
The atmosphere on this is crazy. Like this is such a strange show to watch because I don't know if this is the intention, but as an American who is accustomed to having, wildlife, grass, trees, Kowloon is effectively hell on earth. Kowloon.
I mean, if you look at pictures of the actual Kowloon, like this isn't even nearly as cramped as that. Like it feels like there's open, like communal spaces here. Like,
is this show aware?
Like
is this show self-aware or not? That's all I have to ask. Does this show know that Kowloon was basically hell?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Then it's.
I mean,
great.
It wasn't like that bad. It was just really like. It was very not all personal space. Yeah.
It was people packed in like fucking sardines. It was depressing as shit.
Isolated and just super.
Yeah. It was a failed experiment. And if the show knows that's the case, then this is great because I can't get my fucking hands around it. I can't fully understand exactly what the show is saying in the first episode, but I really enjoyed watching it. I liked this strange idea. Like, look at their proportions as people. Like, she has a fucking pencil thin. She has a pencil thin waist. he has the literal Doritos torso where he goes from being like fucking his fucking shoulders are 4 times as wide as his waist.
Yep.
You know, it's just got such a strange atmosphere to it, and there's this looming. What is it? Ramshell? What's the angel from Evangelion? There's just a diamond.
Yeah, Ramiel.
Ramiel. The Ramiel was just up there,
and they call it generic Terra, which I think is a play on terror because it sounds the same. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what any of this is, but I kind of dug it. I didn't love it, but I feel like this is a thing that, like, as the show progresses, you get a better understanding of what's going on. This might be one of those things where you're like, oh shit, now I get it, and it really clicks, and you're like, this is rad as hell. But in the first episode, definitely makes me curious. That's for sure. It's on its surface, it's an office romance story, but even that doesn't fully capture it because they're already like. They already regularly go out to get dinner together, but they're not dating. It's so strange.
Yeah.
It's a transient sort of existence that they live in. I don't know. Please tell me your thoughts. I'm interested to know.
It's kind of neat. There's good. It's good atmosphere. It's a weird setting. I like this underwater goldfish restaurant they go to, and it's there's some kind of time loop weird thing going on, or memory fuckery thing that's going on that we don't get to know about yet. It's like, you know, it like eases you into that, and then and everyone's smoking constantly, which I like. And then there's just a scene where she's just like really sweaty and she's got her boobs and butt out, and you're like, all right, yeah, it's got a little bit of everything, you know.
I feel like if Wong Kar-wai made this, it would be like my favorite movie ever. You know? Yeah. It's I don't understand it, but I dig it. That's what I got. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. There's my.
It's neat. There is no more to be said until I watch any more of it, which I almost certainly will not, unless it's 5 years from now. And it somehow ends up being really important, in which case maybe we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Next door.
I'll watch anything where the lady's got sex hair.
And big knockers.
Kowloon. Yeah. Shin Samurai Den YAIBA Samurai Legend. This is a manga by Gosho Aoyama, who did The Case Closed, Detective Conan. Could you tell?
I'm shocked.
Did you notice? And also Magic Kaito, which also got a new reboot recently.
Okay, so he did Detective Conan. Why did he feel like he needed to also just do Dragon Ball? Why does he feel like he needs to do Dragon Ball?
He can do anything. He can do anything he wants. Why not?
But Akira Toriyama did Dragon Ball, and he just died.
Exactly. There's a new opening.
My turn.
Yeah. How about that? Well, no. I mean, the manga's from 30 years ago. You know.
Is it really?
30 or 35? Yeah. It's from the early 90s.
Oh, okay. So he stole Dragon Ball even back then. He's like,
yes.
Damn, Dragon Ball is good as Dragon Ball's good as shit. I should do that, even though I already did Detective Conan.
Yeah. This is a bit Dragon Ball-y, gotta say.
1988. Hold on. When did Dragon Ball come out? 86.
Oh, is this 88?
80. Okay, Dragon Ball came out in 84. This is from 88. So it's 4 years after the release of Dragon Ball. He's doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be extremely obnoxious about this, but my knowledge of Dragon Ball is very limited, and everything that happens is Dragon Ball. From my limited knowledge of this, but
I mostly know Z. I'm not like he's definitely Goku. That's for sure.
That's Goku. Yeah.
Toe to tip. That's Goku. Okay. The girl. I don't know if she's Bulma. I feel like Bulma's more of a tomboy.
She's Bulma alike.
She might be slightly Bulma-ish.
She might be that blonde girl that Akira Toriyama forgot about. Do you know about this?
Android 18? No.
No. Do you know how Akira Toriyama just forgot about one of the characters in Dragon Ball and stopped writing her into stories?
No.
Hold on, let me find this real quick.
His master is like is sort of like Master Roshi, but not as perverted. Let's see. Who else is
Launch. The character from Dragon Ball is named Launch. She was a blonde character in original Dragon Ball who just
her. I've seen her. Okay. Yeah.
She just Akira Toriyama just stopped writing her into stuff, and his claim is that he just forgot about her entirely.
He's the opposite of Oda. He's just like he just
stopped writing her into shit. Anyway, I don't know anyone. Is she with the Red Ribbon Army? Maybe. I don't know.
She literally has a red ribbon. I hope so.
Seems like a safe bet. I'm sure Happy Deal will enlighten us. Oh, look up. How could you forget that, Akira?
Yeah, come on. Dude. What are you doing?
Akira-san. Like, Toriyama-san, what are you doing?
Oh, I forgot my giant-haired, busty blonde.
Oh, I forgot the prettiest lady ever. She's just a bandit. Okay. Well, anyway, back to YAIBA.
Oh yeah. Let me go back to the thing here. Yeah, I think it's very funny that like the whole plot getting started is just them being shipped from the jungle to I don't know if they've been like in civilization before. I don't really know what's like going on, but I don't care because this is so fucking sick. But yeah, they just get sent in a banana box to the human world.
YAIBA's dad reminds me of like Timmy's dad from Fairly Odd Parents, or Jimmy's dad from Jimmy Neutron, where like he's just all kinds of fucked up and has his own shit going on all the time. but YAIBA's dad has definitely been in civilization because the other kendo master recognizes him when they're at the airport at the same time.
His dad? Is that confirmed? Did he say dad?
That's his dad. Yeah, it's his dad. Yeah.
I love the like I feel like that's definitely a Homer face, like when he gets hit over the head. I feel like Homer has definitely made that face.
I mean, yeah, this show looks fucking awesome.
This show looks unbelievable. Every single movement and face is so expressive and so absurdly cartoony in a way that is like the maximally bouncy and fun and dynamic, and it's unfucking real.
It doesn't stop.
And also then just Tien Shinhan shows up, another Dragon Ball character.
There are no shots off. They don't take any shots off in this entire thing, dog. It's
I mean, they go off model, but there's you never lose track of what's happening. It's just so there were parts that gave me Imaishi vibes, where there's there's parts of the opening where it's like going through the characters and it looks like the Gurren Lagann eye shots. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was just kind of laughing my ass off, where I'm like, shit, dog. I can't believe somebody did this.
I know.
I love the dynamic between YAIBA and Girl. What is her name? Girl.
The girl Sayaka. Is Sayaka. Yeah.
Yeah. She's great. she fucks with him, but not in a way that's like mean. She's clearly she's a well-written young girl character who's not deliberately malicious, but she's like trying to wrap her head around this new situation that she's found herself in with this insane kid. She's not mean to him, but she's also trying to maintain normalcy. It's great.
Yeah, and also just the way they animate her is like so like the way they contrast her to him, where like she always like is like holding her hands like very proper, like crossed in front of her or whatever. It's just like all of that stuff comes across so through the characters is so fucking well characterized.
Yeah, it's
bonkers.
It's crazy that this is the third best show of the season.
I love when I often kick myself for not doing the highest backer level on their Kickstarter to have dinner with the upper staff on the Kickstarter.
How much would that have been?
For what show?
You move on, and I will.
What did they do? Why did WIT have to get kickstarted? What project?
WIT Studio to the world, promoting WIT Studio worldwide to boost the studio recognition. It was literally just we want Westerners to come hang out with us. Yeah. Wow. Well, I kick you for that too. What was the highest tier?
Usually those are like $10,000 to go to dinner with someone. I don't know. Maybe probably less than that. It's Japan. I don't know. Maybe it was like 1,000. Would be my guess.
Online meeting. Visit WIT Studio. Yeah, that's $10,000.
It was 10. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would pay $10,000. We don't speak English.
There are some lower backing things that seem pretty fucking cool, like $500.
When was this?
Like,
I feel like this was like
2022.
Oh my god, that sounds like a 2013 Kickstarter to me.
2022, yeah. So like, hold on. A digital artwork. Hold on. Behind the scenes video at $150. Digital and physical reward at $200. Vampire in the Garden reward. We'll be sending you the Vampire in the Garden setting material book, Vampire in the Garden artwork. It seems like really you get into the cool stuff about like $700 on this here. 1-on-3 online meeting at $2,000 or 200,000 yen.
Meeting with some Japanese guys.
I guess, yeah. Participate in a 1-on-3 conversation with you. Approximately 30 minutes. One staff will participate in full English translation. Neat. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Fill in, please.
Okay. Speaking of wasting money, I'm going to MagicCon, Las Vegas. MagicCon? Is that? Oh, it's probably for he just left. Oh, you just missed him. Oh, too bad you guys can't talk about magic. Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh no. Unless it's actually for magic, like the concept. Like doing magic, like making stuff appear, making it disappear, making it bigger, making it smaller, making it a different color, making it softer, making it harder, making it invisible, making it more visible, making it brighter, making it darker, making it go up, making it go down when it's not supposed to go down, making it go side to side, making it go underground, making it go in the air, turning it into a pigeon, turning it into some other type of animal that it's not supposed to be, eating it, making it appear inside an orange, making it appear inside some lady's hair in the audience. And then proving that you don't know the lady. It is Magic the Gathering. Okay. Well, my roommates watched to go see Penn and Teller. Want to go see Penn and Teller while we're there. Yeah, you got to do Vegas stuff. What's in Vegas? Penn and Teller are there. I don't know. Like, I guess like Blue Man Group. I don't even know what the Blue Man Group does, but everyone seems to like it. I feel like, yeah, like Vegas. You can't. The golden rule is you can't stay in Vegas for more than 48 hours. That's the maximum amount of time. And I feel like, yeah, it's, I don't know what order you do it in, but I feel like you just do one section of just hard gambling and drinking, and then you do the shows, the conventions and the shows, and then you have to have one section of time where you just Johnny Depp it and you do hard drugs. You drink a lot and smoke cigars when you do the gambling, but then you have your random, your sort of freestyle hard drug wander the strip section.
Hello. We're talking about Las Vegas?
Yes. Oh no,
I'm planning on going soon.
He's going to be there for 4 nights. I'm thinking that's too long.
That's way too long. Too long.
That's a long time.
The thing is that he is going to MagicCon, which is fucking awesome.
That doesn't really count as a day in Vegas, like because
Are you going to do any Cube? Happy D, I want to start playing Cube. But Cube is basically when people develop their own. It's not worth going into.
Okay.
It's probably the purest way to play Magic, but Las Vegas, MTG. Did I talk about on the podcast how I might be working on a Magic set?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
you're like working on, like you're making the pony one.
Well, I'm making a Magic deck, but
okay.
But one of my guys my friend who works at Wizards of the Coast is moving into the secret lair department there. which is like they do limited release promo cards for Magic that are like associated with different celebrities. And he asked me to help him work on his first set.
Wow.
Which is for a rapper. So he has tapped me to help him work on the rapper set. So fingers crossed that ends up happening, because that would be pretty fucking cool. And then
Can I guess the rapper in Discord?
You will literally never get it.
All right,
you don't know who this rapper is. I am sorry. I am sorry. And then I'm going back to Seattle this weekend, visiting Wizards with a guy who's an artist that I really want to be able to do a Secret Lair lands drop. That's for Happy D. Secret Lair basic lands, Krampus, maybe coming later this year. We'll see. Anyway.
Right.
Back to Japanimation.
Yes. Yeah, this show, it just looks so goddamn insane, and there's a lot of fighting, and there's so much stuff going on the whole time. There's a tiger. This is this is me when I go to Japan and I look out the car window. Wow.
You know what this Goku doesn't do that the other Goku does?
What's that?
He doesn't see if the girl's got a dick, which I
he
think
does
is
look
missing.
under her skirt. That might be what he's doing.
Yeah, but he doesn't really get in there the way that
true.
Goku does, where
Mm-hmm.
Goku's slapping that beef immediately.
Right. Like, where the
Which
fuck
I wonder
is
if Vegeta gets pissed about that ever. But anyway.
I don't know if anyone ever tells Vegeta about that.
That is so in line with Secret Lair making drops that literally nobody asked for. People don't know. They didn't ask for it because they didn't know they want it until they see it. I mean, once they see it, then they'll understand. Anyway.
Yes, sir. It's just the character designs in this are so goddamn good. Like there's this little gremlin looking old lady, and there's giant scary dudes, and there's gorillas, and there's bald guys, and they all look so different, and yet the art style is so perfectly like consistent. Nothing looks out of place the whole time.
What the Ushio Totoro show from a few years ago was from, I guess, almost a decade ago now was doing
2015 or something. Yeah, no,
was doing for 90s anime or manga. This is doing for 80s, I think, at least.
Even though it felt pretty 90s to me, but
this year,
huh?
What Ushio Totoro was doing for 90s, this is doing for 80s. You know, where it's like it's adapting that art style into that
anime was 2015. That is 10 years old.
When did we start this podcast? Is this 10 years old yet?
No. I guess we didn't cover that one. I don't know.
That's crazy. I thought we talked about that. Maybe I'm wrong. When was the first episode of the original podcast out?
That was also summer 20. Was that 2015 or 2016? I think it was 2015.
Let me look. I'm looking right now.
It was 2015. But then we didn't.
Oldest Cyber City Oedo episode came out June 17th, 2015. Did we
do a seasonal preview? We might have talked it in the very first seasonal preview. I don't know if we did we might have done a summer 2015.
Summer 2015 anime impressions part 1. Which released?
Okay. Yeah, it's probably in there.
Probably. Yeah, no, it's here. It's in the thumbnail.
Nice. Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah,
we made it.
Barely. Yeah, but he fights a bunch of guys, and it's great. And there's probably going to be like 300 episodes of it. So
it won't look this good forever. So cherish it while it does.
It'll probably be pretty nice, though. I got so many screenies. I'm still I'm only in the first fight.
It might be a Gintama. It might be a Gintama where it's just that good forever. I claim based on never having seen anything of Gintama at all. I don't know anybody who's ever seen Gintama. I've never heard of anybody who's seen Gintama.
Yeah. You don't know what's in Gintama?
I have no clue. I think there's a guy. His name might be Gintama.
I don't think no, his name's Gintoki.
There you go.
It's called Gintama because it's a play on Kintama, which means testicles.
Oh, because the K becomes a G when you put the accent on that character. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm interesting. I know Japanese. I'm a Nihongo expert. It'll look good for 50 episodes until the show gets picked up by a different studio.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
50 is still a lot for it to look this game. I mean, they did like 3 or 4 chapters in this first episode, so I think it's like 11 volumes. So, yeah, maybe like.
I like that the girls are immediately in love with him. I love that they just immediately lock in. They're like, "Oh, he's so cute."
Women love weird little jungle boys. I've seen Legend.
I'm banking on it.
Yeah.
I'm banking. I'm really banking on it.
I'm really scoping into the
I'm jungle maxing.
Yeah, where y'all got to start loincloth jungle maxing.
Yeah, that's why I don't shower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's perving on her. He's perving on her in the
whistling.
fucking locker room too. This is great.
He's relatable. Yep.
This is great. This is great stuff.
Another show that just has everything. Someone who
just like the
Gintama,
next show.
It doesn't look. Oh yeah, the Gintama's the animation's not the. I don't know if that's the comparison you were making, but yeah, I don't know if the animation's the appeal. Anyways, how about classic stars?
Boner comedy is the appeal, just like in this next show, Classic Stars.
Classic stars. None of them new stars. It's charming, not exactly high budget or interesting. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Is this the first real dud? And even is this the first straight up dud?
This is season? I mean, but like even this is an interesting dud.
Yes.
I forgot to get the
yes.
I'm actually gonna just do this right now, and I have to get the audio from this first song drop because I was like no. Oh my god. Oh, can you not start a new audio Audacity? Okay, I'll just
the best season ever is on the ropes.
Yeah. When's this song start? Oh yeah, give me that. So this is a multimedia project, a music-themed multimedia project featuring, quote, classical musicians of history, created by King Records and the studio's Platinum Vision. And it opens. I think what is he doing? He's like sad. He's like walking through the rain or something. Oh, and also he just keeps having flashbacks of boxing, which is so funny. Like in a show like this, to just be having sad kind of emo memories of just getting fucking domed in the ring. And then it goes into this concert sequence. And I was like, they can't be. Please.
They are.
I just can't. I cannot bereave it. It's
what is the audience? Let's play the what is the audience game.
Yeah, like I get that you can, I get that this is public domain, but god damn, you still have to have someone
to buy it. Someone needs to buy those BDs.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but you need someone to write the new arrangements. It's yeah. This is
crazy, man.
There's that, and then he goes to school and he meets like a lot of boys, but oh my god, the music is that, and I can't believe that's what they went with. I don't know what to even say. I can't what to even say about that. That's fucking wild.
It's what I will take this over a show where somebody has to go to another world and their superpower is that they can drink water really good. They're really good at drinking water, and they can use their water drinking abilities to kill ogres.
I was
something.
A classical music expert, and then I got transported to another world. And it's
no. Give me this.
Classical music teacher, and
Yes.
he's overworked because he has too many students and he's too good. Everyone wants him for all of his classical music insight and knowledge and skills.
Oh, Krasakuru-san, please teach my son about classical music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to know anything about. I'm at this point. I'm totally burnt out on Chopin, in Bach, and Penderecki. I can't bear to hear anything more of their awful music. And then he goes to another world, and he's like, all I want to do is go back to my world so I could hear this classical music. But the classical music that he can play on his fiddle, it will tame monsters' hearts. And then he's able to, once he's tamed their hearts, he's able to control them and use them for his own means. I don't know. It's better than that. It's better than that.
He's got to toil away in the field, but one day at the tavern, he's able to get one of the what's the old timey instrument with the strings? Like the
lute.
Yeah, he gets the lute. Yeah. And
isn't this just the plot of Yesterday, but instead it's Britain, so it's not really that different after all?
It's pretty much, except it's farther back. This is oh my god. Great. The second musical number is a different classical. I forget which one.
I love how they go from each different school, and it gets more and more absurd. It's like, no, you're at the wrong part of the campus. You need to go from the sports campus, which is like a palatial sort of like just gigantic megaplex. To you have to go to the music campus, which is this absurd castle that is no castle in real life was ever made this large. It's awesome. It's so silly. Again, I if this is what we're dealing with is like the low end of this season, I will fucking take it. It's at least strange. His song, so he's a boxer. He loses his eyesight.
He was a boxer.
He loses his eyesight
funny.
in a boxing match, and one of the conditions for him receiving free medical treatment for his eyes is that he has to go to the school. So I
don't know if it's a condition. It's more like they offer it to him just for.
No, it's a condition. It's a condition.
Okay.
Yes, it's like okay, now we're going to do this, but you have to accept these terms of going to this elite academy.
Yeah,
where you'll be able to pursue a new dream. And he interprets this as being like, I'm going to be able to go back into boxing even though I'm a high schooler, which is something that every high schooler dreams of, being a boxer.
Yeah.
And then he gets there and
he bursts into flames.
He sings. He's in front of these people who are named after classical composers.
Are they named after him, or are they them?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm going to go with named after because it makes more sense. They might be nicknames, but he sings an extremely literal song about how he has fighting spirit. Now he's going to keep punching. It's great.
Yeah. And then it goes. There's a CG boxing match.
I'll take it, man. At least it's memorable.
At least it's funny. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure is fucking stupid. Next we got Gorilla no Kami kara Kago sareta Reijou wa Ouritsu Kishidan de Kawaigarareru. The Gorilla God's go-to girl.
That's a bad name.
It's supposed to be alliterative.
Gorilla God's go-to girl makes it sound like she's getting blown out by a gorilla.
It sounds a little sensual.
It's like there's a different kind of gorilla inside of her.
I mean, because if you have a harem, you do have a go-to girl, Don't
I know it?
In your concubines. This is a web novel. I saw it's Studio Kachigarasu, who I saw were founded in 2008 but have 0 production credits, and I was like, that's what? And then I realized it used to be
just like me, for real.
It used to be Encourage Films, who did what the fuck did they?
Ex Gonzo producer Toyo Ikeda, who did television series such as Symphogear.
Oh, they co-produced Symphogear with Satellite. Yeah. Isekai Cheat Magician.
I was gonna say, yeah, and
like the third season of Is the Order a Rabbit or something?
They did do this.
Oh yeah. And now this, and this is literally just a show about what if a girl had gorilla grip, literally. She's got the gorilla grip.
Trans gorilla deity asks Happy D.
Deity? Yeah, sure, probably.
It would be deity.
I don't
if
think...
it were spelled correctly. Yes.
Oh, don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. Happy D knows it's funny.
It's this. I knew what he meant. It's but I don't think the gorilla god doesn't like it doesn't like take her over. It's just like giving her a blessing, I guess.
I don't know what makes her the go-to girl. This is what's lost on me.
She was born for it. It was meant to be. Why does anyone have anything?
This is kind of funny. This is kind of funny.
Yes, it's a funny concept.
It's kind of funny.
But it's just sort of the whole first episode is just I'm celebrating Seis de Mayo.
Hell yeah. I don't know why we don't celebrate July 4th through the 7th. I'm going to be honest. I mean, like I'm with you, dog. Celebrate any day you can. I'm celebrating right now for no reason at all.
Yeah, have a nice margarita on a Tuesday.
I'm not dogging you, Happy D. You know I want nothing but happiness for you in this life. Anyway, yeah, she's a monkey lady. She's given everybody when they reach a certain age in this world is bestowed a power by a deity that is associated with an animal, and her animal just happens to be monkey. And she got monkey power. She got monkey powers, and she's really strong. She can grab super good, and this is distressing to her because she doesn't want people to know that she's got monkey powers. She immediately gets recruited to be in like the elite guard or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is great. Not that the show itself is great, but I think the concept is funny, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I love how distressed she is every time she has to use her powers. That's what's humorous to me is like anytime she has to use, even in a mundane way where she has to help some dude carry stuff, she's like, I could help all this, this dude's cart tipped over and I have to help him get everything back in the cart. It's distressing to her to have to use these powers to just be a lot, stronger than most people are. It's not like she's out there like, lasering her way through walls or whatever. She's just really strong lady.
Go through a wall in this episode.
That's true. She does go through a wall, and it's sick. It's sick when she does it.
Probably just kind of has unlimited strength. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The first episode is kind of just her doing, not even gorilla stuff. It's just kind of like she's very strong. That's kind of it. I don't know. I feel like it could have used a little bit more. Because after the first couple times,
maybe she should have flung her own shit. She could have flung her own shit.
Something more monkey. Yeah, like if she was really monkey-ish, but it's kind of just like she's very strong.
If she was really monkey-ish, she would have pissed in front of people.
She just occasionally, the thing they do with their chest, where it sounds like you're hitting two coconuts together, like you just really.
Oh yeah,
it's fun.
Donkey Kong style.
Also, this guy she likes is too generic. I feel like he's gonna end up this is like if this is supposed to be. If we
he's almost villain coded.
Yeah, he's gonna turn on us. Like if this is we got a female main character, I feel like usually the male love interest is supposed to be a bit more rough around the edges. This guy just shows up and he's just like nice and perfect, and that's.
Well, the thing is that she is so monkey like that the guy has to be almost feminine. He almost has to be it's that like.
It's like how Coco fell in love with like wiener dogs and would squish him or whatever. I don't know if that's true.
Coco
the gorilla
who had cats.
Yeah, cats or something. Yeah, I think Coco fucked the cats, right?
she got a toy cat for Christmas one year, and she's like, she's like, I'm sad, and then they gave her a real cat, and she put the cat inside of her pussy.
Right.
That's how the story went, of course. Yeah, naturally. I actually read Coco's Wikipedia page today, weirdly enough.
Whoa.
And I gotta be honest. If you're like a person who's like getting upset about like, actually, Coco never had all of this level of awareness, just fucking kill yourself. You're such a huge pussy. Like, just like
It's true though. That thing couldn't speak sign language. Come on.
who cares? What are you talking? Who cares?
What do
Who
you
gives who gives a shit? It's going on PBS.
You don't even try to defend it for a second. You read the Wikipedia and you were like, I made up my mind, but I don't care at all.
No. It's going on PBS, man. It's like on Zaboomafoo. It's like whatever, man.
Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, it's going on National Geographic. It's like
they should just have a program where it's like, yeah, it turns out animals can talk, and every episode they have a different animal talk.
Why not?
And just have people think it's real.
Yeah, why not?
We should go full in on
it's
if we
straight
make
up, it's
people
like
think the world is magic and there's just like butterflies, like like fairies,
butterflies in the sky reading rainbow. That's what I'm talking about.
Gnomes. Animals like giving you directions when you're lost. That'd be pretty good for people.
How much of a fucking poopy pants bummer are you? where you're like, oh, actually, it didn't know that it was sad that it didn't get a real kitty.
Oh, actually, this gorilla couldn't do algebra. Oh, I'm so smart. I need to prove wrong and make everyone not have any fun anymore.
Straight up. The only people that are aware of this are people that peaked in like fucking 5th grade. Like, who cares? Let them have it. It's like, yeah, this is only being absorbed by like precocious 10-year-olds. Let them think that the monkey fucking knew how to speak sign language. Let them think that Anne Frank wrote all that shit. Let them think that fucking Helen Keller was able to communicate. Who gives a fuck, man? I don't care. There's got to be something to aspire for in this world. Jesus Christ, everyone's such a downer. God damn.
Yeah, you don't care at all. I can tell.
Yeah, why would I? The stories are good. It's like fucking people are reading the Bible right now. It's the same fucking shit. I can prove just as much about Coco the gorilla being able to fucking sign as I can about the fucking about Revelations. Like, I don't care. It's all the same shit to me, dog. Anyway, let's. I liked the Gorilla Girl show a little bit more than I should, probably because I was primed to because this season's been so good. Like, I might if this season was really bad, I might have been a little bit more upset about this than I was. But the season's been good, so I'm kind of just water off a duck's back. You
should have enjoyed this show while feasting on some delicious gorilla chow.
What makes you think I wasn't?
Well, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. You might have been.
Gorilla chow. Let's see.
I was bummed out when I found out it's not actually called that, but I will always call it gorilla chow.
Aren't people doing horse creatine now? Is there something? I don't remember what the deal is.
I think that became a joke, so now people are like making fake. Like, I'm taking horse aspirin. It's like a giant, bucket of that's labeled. But no, it was horse electrolytes, which you can buy, and apparently maybe are safe because it's just like fucking salts, Yeah, you can get a giant bucket of horse electrolytes if you need to really retain some liquids.
Yeah, I ran 3 miles today, so it's pretty much.
Yeah.
I gotta get what I can get. I need that clinical grade.
Mm-hmm.
Next
up is Lazarus. It's time for the new Watanabe slop. Let's go. It's time.
Sloppanabe's back, baby.
It's time for some really cool stuff that's so cool.
Jazz is still awesome.
It's still the best. This is the original Mappa. I zoned out for a moment, heard you say the stories are good, and thought you were talking specifically about the shit Coco was signing as if she was a legitimate storyteller. They probably say that she wrote like Bonfire of the Vanities, I think, at this point.
Tom Wolfe did have sex with her, so
it was Robin Williams and Tom Wolfe tag teamed Coco the gorilla.
Oh wow, I'm in this gorilla's ass.
Oh, now I'm over here. Now I'm in her ass. I'm in her mouth.
Oh, she's loving it. She's coming. I can tell. I'm Tom Wolfe. I am Tom Wolfe.
Yeah, that was your Tom Wolfe impression.
Tom Wolfe, known animophiliac.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Animophile? I don't know.
Zoophile. Come on now.
Why the fuck would I know that?
No, I don't know.
I got you. You're in my web.
I dropped something. All right. Anyways, this show. Did you watch the dub of this?
No, I watched the sub.
Oh, the version I had only had dub, which I guess is appropriate. I felt like
it's for Westerners now.
Yeah. This is a show. It's in the future. There's a miracle drug that's a painkiller, but then everyone, I guess, just takes it, and then after everyone takes it, it's all gonna kill everybody because the scientist who made it, he doesn't like people anymore. And there's a prison guy, and also there's this guy. It's just a bunch of characters who look like this, sitting around saying the corniest lines you could possibly.
Why is this guy dressed like a colonialist British guy?
Because I think he is a colonialist British guy. It's just like that's how they let. This is like how the makeup department does them now.
I think that the premise of everybody took a drug that is going to kill them in 3 years without knowing it is the stupidest way to get to an interesting premise, which is what if everybody knew the world was ending? And it's the silliest way to get there. And it turns out that if everybody knows the world is ending, cops are still goofballs, which is good to know. Everyone's still a doofus. Nobody really seems to care at all that the world is ending and that they're certainly going to die in 30 days.
They're all on drugs that make them not feel unpleasant feelings still, right? Or they, they are permanently
I guess.
in there.
Did they? No, they stopped distributing the drugs.
But the drug stays in your system, he said.
Oh, okay. I get. So you just take it once and you're fucking doped up
Although
forever?
maybe you have a tolerance, or maybe it metabolizes into something else. I don't know. But
this is nonsense. This is complete
pretty
nonsense.
Chill about it. I mean, they do have 30 days, and they do mention that there's a bunch of rioting and fires.
I don't see any of it.
Yeah, they do. They show it.
I don't see it.
I
didn't see it. I didn't see it. My eyes glazed over.
Oh, okay.
That's the movie's. That's the anime's fault.
But yeah, it doesn't really feel like the end of the world. But I feel like maybe that's giving it some benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's because everyone's drugged up. Also, could be. But yes, that's what's going on. For some reason, they need this spunky prison guy. They need to bust him out to help with this for some reason.
This is a world where nobody knows how guns work, which is So they send in this old woman to go talk to him and be like, "We need you to help us take down this guy that's going to kill everybody." And he's like, "Oh yeah, what if instead I broke out of prison right now?" And he breaks out of prison right there in that moment. And the entire time he's breaking out of prison, anybody could just pull out a gun and kill him. Am I quiet again?
No.
Oh, okay. And anybody could pull out a gun and kill him. And everybody has guns out, and nobody kills him the entire way.
Well, he was holding the lady hostage for a second, and then he just started running.
He just started running. No, once he starts running, nobody shoots him. Nobody's like, "Hey, stop!"
It's hard to hit a running. It's tight.
These people are fucking within like fucking 3 feet of him. He acrobatics his way up this absurd prison, like in that fucking ABC show I talked about last time, or the episodes before that, where they put all of the craziest psychos into one prison in Wyoming or something.
Yeah.
Nobody just shoots this guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because he has to do jazz. He has to jump around. He has to do parkour to jazz. I think they clarified that enough people took it to fuck the whole infrastructure once they died. Not everyone taking it. Yeah, it's a significant enough proportion of the population that it's going to be, bad. But some of the lines, and I'm sure, I feel like these came across as just as bad in Japanese. Probably, I don't know. You let me know. But when just like this dialogue, it's amazing how Millennial Watanabe manages to come. I mean, I don't know if he actually wrote.
Bro, Watanabe's just washed, man. He's washed. I mean,
how
fucking
Millennial he comes across even through the language barrier. Like he The lady
Yeah.
the lady comes to meet him, and he goes, usually everyone who comes to meet me is either a lawyer or an assassin. And she goes, I guess you could say I'm a little of both. And I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
fuck. Or when the guy's sitting in the car and the AI asks him what song to play, and he goes, how about a song about a man who sold his soul to the devil?
Yeah, this dude's washed, man. This guy has nothing left. I mean, like the last thing he made that was good was Space Dandy, and that was over 10 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
he's done. He's cooked.
It's and I love like the montage of people reacting to the news about this drug, and at one point it's David Letterman, and I think that Japan or Watanabe thinks that David Letterman was like a news show, which it was not at all. It was like a purely
He was on
comedic-
TV.
Yeah, like what they're just talking about, like, so what do you think is going to happen with this, with this
Everybody
drug?
dying thing, huh?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know if Letterman would have done that. I'm a little off put by the old ass bitch who sounds like a 20-year-old in Japanese. Yeah, everyone
Yes.
just sounds really
Yes.
really bored in the English dub.
Yeah, this is you know what I think is the ultimate indictment is that, like, if you took Watanabe's name off of this, it would be like we wouldn't even be talking about this at this great of length. I think we'd have been like, this is a dumbass show about a world.
It's clearly like it's clearly like higher production value, and there is like definitely effort put into the direction.
I like that when he runs, he looks like the original Prince of Persia PC game.
Yeah,
Like, you know how like they rotoscoped like the original movements where like the dude would like jump up.
I know what you mean.
Or like
Yeah.
fall down. And that's what he looked like to me. Is that all of those motions had that kind of like weird, like, he was literally just filming his brother in his backyard or whatever.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like to me the entire time. That's a great still of him with the cop there.
Yeah, I got a frame of them with their mouths closed, but they're laughing, but they're just like leaning back, like holding their stomachs, like, but their mouths are closed.
This is I mean, the bad guy spinning a dreidel at the beginning. Jesus Christ. The Happy G asks, cooked, and then again, how about the bad guy spinning a dreidel at the
I
beginning?
didn't see the dreidel. That's funny.
Yeah. This is. I just gonna say this is. It's Slopanabe time, baby. We don't even have to really talk about him as being a relevant creator anymore. Next time he makes something, he's going right into the bucket with everybody else. I'm not even gonna fucking care about it. It's not garbage, but it is stupid.
Yeah,
just
stop having cool hip young people like jumping around. Like stop it. God, just stop. No more hip young people. Your next show has to be about.
And the thing is it's not just you. It's not just you.
Young lame people.
It's anybody who does this. This is a rule that applies to everyone. This is a rule that applies to, like, what was the show a few seasons back with the two gay dudes who took in that child whose dad they murdered? Feels like that. It feels like that show. Like but okay. Okay. It was two assassins who raided a penthouse on Christmas, and they assassinated a mob boss. That's what this feels like to me. Is it feels like one of those where it's like we're really trying to be hip and edgy, and it's like, Watanabe, you were 60 years old, dog. Buddy daddies. Feels like buddy daddies to me.
And also his name is Axel Gilberto, which is a very funny name.
It's probably named after Gilberto, the jazz musician.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Axl Rose also, probably. Axl Rose. Yeah, we figured that out. So that's the thing. You see, you know what I mean? It's like we figured that out in 2 seconds. Just thinking about it.
Nah.
It's corny. It's just
corny. It's not. Again, I'm not upset, but I am like, dude, do better. Do better than this.
Corny ass.
Next.
Maebashi Witches, original by Sunrise. It's I don't know what this one is about. It's it's about a girl. She's very happy and cheerful. She walks by an old lady and she tells the old lady to live for a lot longer, which I feel like you shouldn't like make assumption. I feel like you shouldn't tell an old lady to live a lot longer. I don't know. I feel like you're just sort of emphasizing that normally she would not live a lot longer, or you're wishing upon her like decades of additional torture.
This is a very strange translation, I think.
Maybe that's
a weird one. Yeah. It's like I'm sure that it's one of those things where it translates to have a long life. It's like
that's still
just means,
weird to say.
It probably just means cheers. Like something like that.
It's saying anything related to living or like
nice
the duration.
It's FET.
Lol. I just bring up like the weather or something. Like you don't have to talk about.
I'm glad you're having a good day. I'm glad you're having a good day, woman with Alzheimer's. Bye. Yeah. Okay. Can you explain this one to me?
Oh, I was gonna have you explain it to me. Well, I mean,
no, don't.
I mean, she's a girl who goes to school. She's a regular girl, I think.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
And then she meets, while I have the screenshots up, she meets cheerful, lesbian, dapper,
I like lesbian. I like lesbian
and goth mommy, disdainful.
I mean, just a bitch. Call her what she is. This is a con. I wish Steven were here. This is one for Steven. He could tee off on this. I think.
Oh, he might like her though.
I hate this bitch. This girl sucks.
It should have been about elder abuse. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, but she's going to school. She's wearing her like dress and like hoodie and sneakers, which honestly is a great look. I love it. And then she meets a magic frog, Tomozaku Sugita, who looks like this, and he takes her into some kind of witch world, and she meets all the other girls, and then there's just a lot of talking, and they talk for a long time, I guess, about whether or not they want to be witches, and you need to get points to become a witch. You need to collect points. You need to accrue points, and then somehow, I don't know how you get the points. I forgot that part. And then eventually, after you get like 1 billion or 1 million or 1 trillion points, you become a witch. They don't specify how many points you get at once for everything that you do. That I don't know what it is, but they do a dance and sing number at the end, and my last note is, I don't know what's happy on young.
Yeah, this is all over the goddamn place. This is a complete misfire from a structural standpoint.
It's the original anime curse, where it's just like, yeah, they forgot that other people are going to be watching this and like trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Yeah, because I don't have a good enough, I have a good impression of two of the girls. There was main girl, then there's mean girl. Yeah. And mean girl made me very upset, and I hated her. And she contributed nothing.
Jork my peanuts.
She never contributed anything beneficial. I don't know why she's there.
She's there.
I don't know how that helps. I don't know how having a mean girl helps there.
What's going to be happening? And like, I don't know. Is there an enemy? Like, what are we going to be doing? There's no thing. There's no developments except for like they're just told something. I don't know.
It feels like they splatted this out on a napkin at like a conbini.
So it's sort of like we want the Review Starlight audience, but we don't want to put in the effort to make Review Starlight because that had too many locations and
it looks like a thing. It has the appearance of a show with structure and narrative. And if you look at these stills out of context, you might be able to put together what's going on. But when you see the stills in succession, it loses all meaning. It's kind of incredible, really. Where the fact that it is a motion picture animation detracts from your ability to understand the stills, which actually I think is an achievement in and of itself, where context makes everything worse.
Yes.
Where context makes it less understandable.
It's very entropic. The only points they should be getting are at the supermarket for sales or whatever. I don't know, man. Women be shopping. That is so true.
That's very true. I don't got a goddamn clue what's going on.
I have no. I'm just lost. Like, not that, like, you know, like I get the points, but I just don't know why any of this is going on.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
I mean, yes. Part of this might be because I'm a nearly 30-year-old adult American male.
Trust me, it's even harder on the other side.
I that might have some factor into why I'm not grasping what makes this appealing. But as of right now, I look at the lesbian girl and I understand. I get that. I can
you
process.
Understand what you understand why she's into chicks. Like you're just like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I relate to that.
Okay.
But I don't know. And I look at her and I'm like, in spite of the fact that we have so much in common, you are also a woman, which means that I'm attracted to you too. I was just perplexed the entire time. I was at a loss. This is another show where in a season where things were generally really bad, I'd probably be pissed off. But right now, I'm more just perplexed.
This is what's happening inside the floating cube in the Kowloon. The frog and the MC both think Sugi tells the link. The clues are there. We just need to grasp them. Keep your eyes peeled. Oh my god!
Happy
our level of analysis.
Yeah,
it pales in comparison.
Yeah, this is the difference between a person who podcasts and a person who consumes podcasts.
This is true media literacy.
Yeah. I can say no. I can say no to this one.
Gonna have to be a no for me. Yeah, I was
This
rooting
is a
for
no.
it.
This is a no. This is a no. Not a furtive no. Not like a full-bodied, full-throated sort of no. But
fertile no.
Just a stern, very sure no.
Yeah, like to an Indian street scammer. Like, no, thank you.
Yes, as you are a Pakistani coming through and raiding their lands because you're now at war. Pakistan, as I learned today, a nation with a population of 250 million people, by the way. Did not know there were that many.
That's one of my favorite.
Did not know that.
That's one of my favorite things to think about is nations where there's a fuck ton of people and nothing ever comes out of them. Like there is zero output. You never hear from them.
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Indonesia's one, yeah.
Egypt. 100 million people living in Egypt, doing fucking nothing. Absolutely zero.
They're just polishing.
They're simply chilling.
They're polishing the pyramids, is what they're doing. They're not
on the pyramids.
They're definitely not restoring the Sphinx. That's not happening.
They're not excavating nothing.
No, they're just, I guess, subsistence farming or something. I don't know. How can there be 250 million people inside of Pakistan? I look at Pakistan
it's
as
like
a landmass.
It's just India but smaller. So I mean, it's just like it's just dirt streets, and there's 1,000 dudes in sandals like staring at you squatting. You know, like that's it. It's just a quarter of as much.
It's Muslim India. That's all. It's just like it's Muslim India. Yeah, Pashtun. Arab.
I know this. The K is
Kurdish. Kurdish. Yeah, Kurd.
There.
I is
in Indo or not Indo. What is it? It's like fuck. In Indy
for what it's worth, between the two of us, getting 3 of them is pretty good.
And then
I is Israeli.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
I was looking it up. No, I can't find it.
Pakistan name origin. Punjab, Afghania, Kashmir, Sindh, and Balochistan. So we were wrong. We were wrong about all of them.
What was this we? You said most of them.
The name carries the
Google doesn't want to tell you anymore. It just wants to tell you that Paki is a slur. Like, it literally stands for... Man.
Yeah, no shit. Like, yeah. Acronym of its 5... Punjab, Kashmir, Sindh, and Balochistan.
No, Punjab, Afghanistan, Kashmir, Sindh... Oh, yeah.
It literally just changes. It's just always changing.
What the hell's the I? Oh, Indus. Some say it's Indus. Islam. Okay.
Is it like the Indus River Valley? Like,
well, it's just like it's a region, and it's like an ethnicity of people. I think. Like I don't know, maybe not.
I need to go to all these places. I need to go to these places.
Area. I've been doing borderless map quizzes, like like where you have to click where the country is.
That's fucking sick.
And I can do all of Europe in 1 minute now.
That's amazing. Wow, really?
If you just keep doing it, like, you'll just learn it. You can learn it in like an hour.
I would love to.
Because it's just like, once you get it wrong, then you just like, it's like a game of memory. Like, you just know where it is. And now I'm trying to do Africa. I was doing Asia earlier. I'm actually pretty good at Asia's pretty easy. There's not as many countries.
A few years ago, I was working on the presidents of the United States in order, and also not just the names, but like trying to remember what they did. Yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to do that. I should totally do that.
Yeah, it's good to just know where all them countries is.
For sure. I mean, I think I mostly just at this point I have to go there. I think I might be so fucking stupid that I have to go to these places to know where they are. Like,
you need to orient yourself.
Yeah, I need to know that Austria and Germany border each other.
Yeah. You learn just learn about Europe. Just like there's Czechia is right next to Germany and Austria. What the fuck is? I thought Czechia was like a crazy like Muslim Russians or something. There must be some other place. I don't know.
Well, no, Czechia. Well, a lot of it just makes sense because it was Czechoslovakia, but between the two of them, they took up a lot more space. Well, like, and then you think about it, it's like, oh, we broke up Czechoslovakia into two different nations, and it's like, okay, yeah, that'll create some weird fucking borders, you know? I mean, Austria bordering Italy made no goddamn sense to me when I was there, you know, like, and then, you know, I don't know. I got to go there. I got to go. I want to go to all these places. I'm trying to go to fucking Ghana right now. That's
try to go to.
It's for work, man. You know, like, I gotta know. You could do all of Europe. Are we talking like Eastern Europe too? Like, we're talking like you could tell me. You tell me where Belarus.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, like Lithuania. You know where Lithuania is?
Yeah, it's from north to south. It's Estonia, Latvia, and then Lithuania.
Damn, you really have been working on this shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! I love it.
It's good.
What's the one that confused you the most?
I get Belarus mixed up with Bulgaria because they both start with B, and I don't know what either of them are. What else is there? Slovenia and Slovakia. That's annoying. That's a fucking pain in the ass. Luxembourg and Liechtenstein just have similar names to me. In my brain.
Oh my god, I am just gonna have to go there. I'm looking at this map right now. There's no way. Like, it's not gonna happen. How the fuck am I supposed to remember where the Netherlands is? Like, Really? Like it's
Yeah.
between Belgium and Germany? No fucking shot.
Yeah.
I don't even know where Belgium is. Like, it's not going to
Belgium.
happen.
Belgium's easy to remember because I just remember the clip of Nigel Farage like in the EU just like yelling at a Belgian guy like, no, you're not even a real country. No, like no, you're completely made up.
I mean, straight up. I don't want to say this to offend anybody. This is not coming from a place of hatred. This is coming from a place of objectivity. Really, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg should all be a part of Germany. Like, just looking at it, like, just
Belgium's
make
probably
them
more
part of
French,
Germany.
isn't it?
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't really give a shit.
You know, maybe everything should belong to Germany. I don't know. Maybe like. Is there...
Wait, hold on. Oh, you're starting to make sense here. We need to move on. We need to move on. I'm gonna have a piss. I'm gonna have a piss and refill my beverage. Talk.
Okay.
Talk, monkey.
All right. Let's do borderless map quiz. Borderless map quiz. Let's watch me do this shit. Watch me win. All right, here we go. Okay, ready? It seems kind of small on this monitor. I don't know how well I'll do. Usually I could get it without any skips. Okay, Serbia is here. Portugal, Cyprus, Slovakia. I'm going to... should I try Slovakia? We're early. I'll try Slovakia. I believe it's right here. Oh, God damn it. Okay, that was really close, though. Moldova. Oh, my God. Fuck it. Oh, I got it. North Macedonia is right here. Iceland, Serbia, Luxembourg. I'm not going to do Luxembourg. It's impossible. Vatican City, Ireland, Switzerland, Slovenia is right next to it. Oh, I clicked right there. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Okay, Croatia, Latvia is here. Liechtenstein, Estonia, Germany, Malta, North Macedonia. Okay, Czechia is this. Oh, shit. No, it's here. That was too far south. Damn. North Macedonia again. B&H, Croatia. It's a skinny boy. San Marino. Spain's easy. Liechtenstein again. Oh, Czechia again. Romania is over here. Denmark, Portugal. Bulgaria is here. I remember that now. Slovenia, Poland's over here. Finland, Netherlands. Oh, son of a bitch. Netherlands is really hard because it's just like, if you haven't done Germany yet. Okay, let's try again. Estonia, Ukraine, Belgium, Monaco, Malta, Hungary. Wait, oh no, Hungary.
I'm here.
I'm going to skip Hungary. Okay, Latvia.
Italy is the boot, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, okay. I'm going to skip Montenegro. Okay, Italy, Switzerland.
Spain's the other big one near France there.
Okay. Albania, Greece, Lithuania, Liechtenstein, Belarus. Is this... God damn it. I was right there. Right,
oh, I know all about the whole world.
Right. I try not to skip. You were waiting. Good night, Happy D.
Yeah,
you
a pleasure. Our only fan.
Talk about magic. Right. Well, I'm gonna go grab a beer now.
Talk about Magic the Gathering. Okay. So I recently become aware of this new game mode in Magic the Gathering, if you could call it a game mode. Cube, which is where people assemble their own card lists that you can draft from. So they assemble packs, and then you could draft from those packs to make your 40 card deck that you play Magic with. I'm sure everybody who knows Magic knows about playing draft. Cube is just a fan-made draft, basically. And I heard about one recently where the only creature that you have access to in the entire draft is Ornithopter, which is a 0/2 flying creature, which in and of itself cannot do any damage. So it is all about ways of exploiting the fact that this 0/2 creature has 0 casting cost. And it sounds so goddamn fun.
Let's talk.
It sounds so fun.
this show,
back outside of the camp.
this next show, this shot's cool. That looked nice. I don't know. So did that one. All right.
All right.
Ore
All
wa
right.
Seikan Kokka no Akutoku Ryoushu. I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Sure you are, champ.
This is
Sure
an
you
odd
are.
one.
Yeah. Light novel quad. It's based on the title, I was not really looking forward to this, but then it starts and it's just space robots and it's ripping guitars and the robots are fucking 2D animated. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is insane. And it's just shredding, and then the pilot brings up he has a holographic maid, and it's not really bringing attention to any of this. Like, this is all just like business as usual, and it's pretty awesome. And I was like, okay, this actually rules. This is the best. And then the next 20 minutes happens.
You have to take your medicine first.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, this first scene was the delicious slice of ham that the heartworm medicine was wrapped inside.
Yeah, you're about to get knocked out.
The delicious slice of ham.
You know how the medications you give to dogs and cats when you take them on airplanes don't actually knock them out. They just make them so sedate that they can't do anything, but they're entirely aware of they're entirely aware of everything that's going on. So they're still really scared. They just can't act on it.
They probably don't care enough. They're scared, but like they don't, whatever.
This is well, they're animals, but this is crazy. this is I love this.
It really is a trick. It really just tricks you.
Oh my god. It's I mean, of all the sadistic things that we've seen in isekai over the years,
it's like you had me. I was in. You didn't have to do this. What the fuck, man? Like I was all
it's almost
in.
making fun of you. It's almost making fun of you for being in.
Yeah, I've been played a fool.
It's like, okay, you sack of shit. You think it's cool that this dude gets to be a huge monster and everything's rad? Well, how about you suffer through? I mean, just this. It's like a Lars von Trier level of sadism for the characters, where it's like, what's the worst things that we can do to a human adult man? Like, what are the worst circumstances that a human adult man could possibly go through? It's like, let's do them in order. You're getting cheated on. You learn that
your work is first. And
trouble at work.
I mean, at first, it was giving me like Dimey Dollar vibes at first. I was like, oh, cool, more Dimey Dollar. And then it goes into his pre-isekai, like his first life. And at first, you're like, oh, it's like, it's actually novel and interesting that they like actually gave him like a nice normal family life, and it's actually pretty sad that he had to leave this behind because he's like watching his daughter and he's like smiling and he's happy, and then they just keep ramping it up over and over again, and just when you think it cannot get any worse, it reaches entirely into the realm of absurdity, where they're just torturing this man.
It doesn't stop. Just when you think it's done, it won't end.
It just keeps upping it. It's like, okay, I'm ready to go to space. Yes, this is enough. And then it just keeps like pushing for no reason.
For an entire episode.
Yeah, it's like we don't get back until the very end.
It's 20 minutes of like, dude having trouble at work. Yeah. He thinks his wife might be cheating on him. His wife might be cheating on him, and also it seems like his daughter seems to be aware of the fact that he's getting cheated on.
Yeah.
It turns out that his child might not actually be his own child. Yeah. He's in really big trouble at work.
His child is like hit by a car, and then through that he finds out that he is not the biological father of his child.
Yeah, so he's already going to the distress of, my child just got hit by a car. Also, it's not my kid. Also, it's not just that it's not my own kid.
It's not just cheating on me. She doesn't even love me at all. And also, my kid doesn't love me.
And my kid doesn't love me, which is crazy. And also, my wife is my daughter's father is my boss,
who hates me and who also framed me to get me fired. And they talk about how bad my DNA is behind my back. It couldn't possibly be worse.
This is like if you had an AI write a copy pasta to radicalize teenage boys. It's like this is when you get to the real world. This is what women are like. This, it's like straight up like right wing, or like alt right propaganda.
It's like an early Joker draft where it's like, okay, we don't have to fuck about that bad.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then oh God, how does this even go down? How does he die? He doesn't even. Oh, he gets AIDS. He's got AIDS or cancer or something.
Coughing up blood. Yeah, he just has Japan tired sickness.
Yeah, he has. I'm too much of a pussy to throw myself off the roof of the building illness.
I can't murder suicide my wife and her lover.
Yeah, which as we've established on previous episodes of the podcast is the right thing to do.
In this
there is a threshold where I get it.
It's too much.
I'm not condoning it, but I get it.
You understand.
This is I get it territory. He can't even bring himself to do it. What a pussy. I mean, really, imagine the satisfaction of doing this.
I mean, come on.
You know, oh my God, that feels so good, but can't even do it. He's such a loathsome piece of shit.
Just see how long you can stay on the run, you know.
Yeah, so he wants to go his entire life being a decent human being for some reason in this completely insane cold world where everyone's a monster, including his own daughter. You know, what he thought was his own daughter. Yeah, I mean, he must have done something to deserve this, right? There's no way that this guy is totally just like the world decided, fuck this one guy who seemingly had done nothing wrong other than be like a mid-level bureaucrat, you know? This is nuts. I have to admire it. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like
strange.
This before.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's trying to. This is back to back. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where this is going. Is the entire show going to just be the first part? Is the entire show going to factor in the second part at all? I don't understand.
I have no idea what the rest of the show is going to be at all.
I gotta know. I almost. You know what? This is almost so effective that I can say that it makes me want to watch more, just based on the fact of like I don't know where the fuck this could possibly go.
Yeah, to cure his traumas through his space conquest or something. He has to stuff comes back to. I don't know. This
might be a bonus cast. We might have to follow up on this.
See what's going on.
I might want to follow up on this because this is so strange. This is worth. Put this. I'm gonna put this in our notes here. Follow up on this.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mainly like the first part.
I don't care about the first part at all. But my enjoyment of the first part was definitely increased by the ridiculousness of the rest of it, where I'm like, okay, this is something totally strange and bizarre. So,
yeah. Last show for tonight is Princess Session Orchestra.
Yes.
Or Princession Orchestra, as it's called some places. It's an original Silverlink. Directed by Shin Onuma. Oh my gosh. Co-director with Shimbo on a lot of Shaft stuff before leaving for Silverlink. But it's about another girl in school, and she goes to Girl World and it goes to a girl concert. Let me pitch something to you. All right.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Run it by me.
Listen to this. I'm
an open book.
What if a TV show was Symphogear?
What makes it distinct from Symphogear?
Not a lot.
Okay, narrative twist. Hold on. Narrative twists, narrative things that make it different.
The first episode, no.
But eventually you'll get there. Probably you have a good idea.
Maybe there'll be 17 characters and they'll all,
But the first episode definitely gives you an idea of how it's going to be different, right? Because you can't just make something that's clearly Symphogear. Like that's not going to sell because like everybody's seen Symphogear.
Well, what we're
8
planning,
times
what we're
over.
thinking is you rope people in with the first episode that's just like the first episode of Zenki Zesho Symphogear. That this is a pit. I'm not saying we've thought very far past this.
Well, Symphogear did make money, but like
5 seasons.
Okay, well, the first season of Symphogear came out 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So, and it's been 6 years since the last Symphogear. Maybe there's like a void that can be filled as long as you make audiences understand that this isn't just Symphogear.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Mariachi music.
Sold.
I know that's not the right word. It's like, what's the, it's like Latin.
Not samba, Latin fucking
yeah, something. I don't
whatever.
Know. It gave me bullshit. Ace Combat Zero vibes. I was pretty into it actually.
It gave me Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 vibes because of that song that plays at the beginning.
Oh, I
whatever.
sort of remember that. Yeah, it's Symphogear-ish. They were at a concert and they're like, oh my gosh, there's bad things that are generic things. And then the lady in the concert starts singing, and her singing, she's singing as she fights, which helps her fight. And it's like, it's like in-universe singing, because as she punches, you can hear the punch in her singing, like she strains. It's a weird way to put it, but
it's fucking crazy that you didn't watch either Witch Watch or the Mononoke show that came immediately after this, because we could have ended on a real hitter. And this is sort of a limp finale here as we talk about something that's really quite pedestrian. But what are the things that this show is not, Declan? What is this show not? It's not my classmates and I got trapped in a dimension where we have to fight to the death.
No.
And some of my classmates are brutish monkey-like monster guys. It's not a show.
I don't know what that refers to.
Well, like what are those shows about? Like, you gotta teleport to a dimension where you gotta kill everybody else to get to the next level. I don't know.
Whoa.
Hunger Games like shows.
Like Death Game shows.
Yeah.
Battle Royale. I see.
No, it's. I think the girls are cute.
They are.
The girls are cute.
Yeah, the art
even though they got a little bit of like kind of vacant how to draw manga eyes. They got a little bit of like
some cloudy eyes to them.
Yeah, they got a little bit of like you're going to your local Barnes and Noble and you're in the manga section how to draw manga girl eyes, but the rest of them look fine. I didn't hate it. No. Women would not be able to keep me out of this world, by the way, because you'd
force your way into girl world.
You know this about me. You know this about me. At any point in my life, has there been a sign that says girls only that stopped me from getting into their world? High school.
Probably not.
I crept into all of the girls' fucking changing rooms. I was there. I slimmed down. I got myself down to a meager 130 pounds so I could creep into their lockers.
You're just Slender Man and slide through the cracks of the doors.
Yeah, it's like that episode of X-Files, Tombs, where I'm sliding out of air conditioning vents so that I can.
You're like going through the air like a piece of paper. You're like,
I'm Flat Stanleying this shit. They call me Flat Stanley because I'm in every orifice. You think that you have managed to escape me, but alas, I'm able to observe you definitely not showering because you're a high school girl, and high school girls definitely don't fucking shower anymore. That's for sure. I know because I smell them. The high school guys didn't even shower when we were in school. I was one of the 3 guys in the entire high school that showered.
Yeah. Well, it's like, first of all, you have like 3 minutes to shower and dry off and get
It was a
dressed and
power
get to
move.
class.
It was a power move.
Yeah,
I was doing it because
You were like,
nobody
I'm
else
living
would.
luxuriously, yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to go to class. I know I just spent my entire junior year being rank as fuck and making every woman I walked by regurgitate on the spot. But now I have the authority as a person who has a car that before gym class starts, I can go to my car, I can get my gym clothes, I can bring them with me because I don't know my locker combination because I'm not going to my locker. God damn it! Didn't even record that shit in my brain because I was never gonna. I didn't even know what my locker number was in my senior year because my car was my locker because I had one. Broke bitch motherfuckers. I don't know where I'm going with this. I showered in my senior year.
Yeah, just the senior year.
Well, I mean, before that, I wasn't really gross. So
Mm.
you remember I was about like 5'3" until my senior year of high school, where I sprouted up to a respectable 6'1", where I maintained to this day.
That's a crazy year. That's not true.
It really hurt. My knees hurt. It was terrible. Yes. Do you remember your legs just hurting when you went through puberty? Remember, just like you would just be like, "Oh my god, my ankles just hurt all the time."
I never had ankles. You had like some growing pain, some knee pain occasionally.
Yeah, you just didn't make it to 6'1", huh?
No, only 6'2". Only 6'2".
I have nothing to say other than just bullshitting about stuff that didn't happen. As I sit here, obviously you can hear by the sound of my voice, 5'3".
Yeah, but you can't
as I talk up at my microphone.
Go to Girl World. I feel like if you go into
they're all taller than me.
If you go into Girl World, it's definitely going to be like the sort of the beginning of some sort of creation myth, like downfall, where it's like, you know, you have this Eden, and then you have some like type of corruption that enters, and then it falls. So you can't.
It's all That's all I've wanted to hear my entire life. All I've been waiting to hear is that I am the source of all evil within the girl world. Oh my god. I've heard girls tell me that I'm serpent-like, but never in that way.
Yeah, you have to strive to be
the original sin.
You have to bad guy Max. You have to be a nasty villain for the ladies. They love it.
Yeah, as Taylor Swift said, I did something bad, but it felt so good.
Yep.
Best season ever. I gotta say, what did we do? 9 episodes? Not 8 episodes
only
today? 8?
Yeah.
I mean, this 8 episode crop, definitely in the top 30%, you know, of all the seasons we covered.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
that bad.
I don't even have to like smudge the numbers that much. Like, this is just the best season ever. At least in the last 10 years that we've been covering. I think it's pretty obvious at this point. Like, it could end right now and be like, yeah, this is obviously the best season that we've ever done.
You could definitely say it's the least bad.
Which makes it the best. Because the least bad means that it's the best. We have 3 shows that would be the best show of the year in many other seasons. Or, I'm sorry, 3 shows that would be the best show of the season in many other seasons. I'm drunk right now, so I'm stumbling a little bit over my words. But I when I went into this with the sort of joking, aspirational idea of this being the best season ever, I was only 50% sure that was going to be the case. But I'm locked in. This is like 99% sure this is the best season ever.
It's the power
we're gonna have another dinger by the end of this for sure. Like, we're gonna end this season with
Shaft show is probably good as hell.
4 or 5 good dingers out of this season.
Yeah.
And with a really solid crop of like not S tier but A tier shows.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go back in time and pat myself on the back for that statement. It's
you called it. You were divinely inspired.
I did. You're welcome. I wish I willed this into existence.
Yes, you saved us.
That does it for me.
All right. Thank you, everybody. That's part 3. We'll have either 1 or 2 more parts. We could probably get it done in 1. Oh, it's like 10. Or what? It's like, it's 13. We could do 13 probably. All right. Thanks, everybody. What else is going on in Indian electro music? How about this? This is cinematic. Yeah. All right.
That's a banger.
Bye.